Hi guys, and welcome to whatever course you're actually viewing this for. Now, my name is Matthew Trotter, and apparently I'm either your teacher or your teacher's recommended you watch this video. We're talking about South Texas College here, and to get to our distance education site, you can either click on this link here, or you can come down and click on this link here. Doesn't matter, they both go to the same place. Now, this is the distance education site. To get to your Blackboard account, you click on My eCourses. And this is Blackboard. We'll go ahead and log in. At South Texas College, your username should be the same thing as your JAGNet name. Should be. Could be different, but should be. And your password will typically be set to your birth date as month, day, year. Could be different. Whoops. I have people every semester that have problems. If you're having a problem, you need to contact the distance education department as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to go into this shell to talk about a couple of things. Now, of course, when I come in here, I come in as a teacher, and I have access to build and teach menus. I'm going to switch over here to the student view. This is the view you'll normally see. Now, over here under assignments, I want to talk about how to submit assignments, because people often get confused with this. Okay? So, under assignments, we have a list of all the homework assignments that are possibly due. And if they haven't been turned on yet, you won't see them here. If they've been turned on and they're past due, they'll show up under submitted, and you'll see them as missed. You won't be able to attach files to them or anything. If that happens to you, you miss a submission date, then come and talk to me during my online hours or during regular class time or my regular office hours, and we'll figure out what to do about that. Usually it's not a big problem, so don't freak out about something like that. Now, how to turn in an assignment. So we'll click on the actual assignment itself, and you notice it'll take us in. Some assignments will show up as having a lot of instructions, especially in the 1301 sections. Your tests will typically have a big picture of the main test, what it should look like, and some directions written in there. Here, on this homework assignment, we have an actual link to a web page, and the reason for that is that there's special formatting on this web page to make it look like console windows. And that's because this is a programming class where we use a lot of console input-output. So this is something that's been set up for a special class. And I'm going to go ahead and close that. Now, on all of these, whether you see just instructions, big long instructions, or just an attachment to look at, when you scroll down, you'll see this text box here for submission. That's here strictly for the purpose of I have no idea why that's here. It confuses people. Don't bother. There's no reason to stick anything in there. Come down to where it says Add Attachments right here. So, all the way down to the section that says Submission, under the big text box that's there for no reason, Add Attachments. And when we click here, it's going to pop up a new window. And this is the window that it's popped up. And if you didn't log into Blackboard properly, and that is accepting certain files that it asks you to accept when you come in, this icon, My Computer, may not show up properly. It might show up as a big white square with a little red X in the corner. Now, if that happens to you, if you look at the cursor as I move it towards My Computer, there's a point at which it turns into a pointing finger. Now, here it turned back into the regular cursor. Here it's the pointing finger. On that square, right under the square, right where the cursor's turning into the finger, you can click and choose to upload files individually. And when you click here, it'll allow you to go out and browse for files individually. So you'll browse, select a file, so forth. When you're done selecting your files, or you've picked 7, You can click on OK, it will upload those files. You can then click on Add Attachments if you need to add more files. However, if this icon does appear, that means you can click on that and it'll pop up this little Java application, and that's what this little icon here is. Hey, this is Java. This will let you pick 10 files the easy way. And what I mean by that is we're going to go, let's see, we'll go into cats. I bet that's got stuff, sure. It's got pictures, but we'll assume maybe these are Word documents or whatever, right? I don't have pre-prepared stuff, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key and click on the last one. That'll select all of those. Or if I only want a couple of them, I can select one, hold down the Control key, and select the other one or ones that I want. So if I had 20 files in here, but I only wanted 3 of them, I could hold down the Control key and select the different files that I want. If you accidentally selected a file you didn't want, you can click it again to deselect it. So now I've selected the files that I want to upload. I'm going to say Open, and it's going to go out and upload those files for me. At least that's the theory. And here's the little upload bar, and it's uploading my images. Apparently these are really big images. Voila. So now I'm back to this page. Now I'm going to scroll down and notice here are those 2 images. Now theoretically they're attached to my assignment now. However, they won't stay there unless I do one of 2 things: submit or save as draft. Now I'm going to try and set these so that you can take back the assignments, but last semester I had a problem with a couple of assignments where they didn't get set properly and people freaked out. I want you to be able to take these back until they're due, so in case you accidentally submit and you go, oh, I had 3 more files I needed to attach, you can do that. Now, if at this point you get here and you realize, hey, I reworked this one right here, this top one, I want to get rid of it, this little deal is the remove icon. You just click on it. Notice we come back, when we scroll down, it's gone. Now, to save our work, if I'm not ready to turn it in, I can click Save as Draft. Now notice it takes me back here. Okay, great. It takes you back to the page you came here off of. So if you came off of the front page, it would take you back there. But anyway, we're going to click on this again, and we'll notice now, when I scroll down, that file's still there. So if you save as a draft, the files will stay there. If you submit, the files will stay there. Once you click Submit, it's available for me to grade. Not that I'm just going to arbitrarily start grading things. I'll always wait until the cutoff date to grade. If I bother to grade it all. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I'll wait for the cutoff date. I don't want anybody to freak out about that stuff. But that's what submit means, is, hey, it's available to me. If you save as draft but you never submit, it never becomes available to me. It's assumed you didn't turn anything in. So really, make sure you pay attention to deadlines and get those submitted. Now, up here, that's the due date. Okay? Grading criteria, out of what, so forth. Does that make sense, guys? Of course, you can't answer me, so I guess we'll assume it did. Anyway, that's turning in homework assignments. Okay? So when we're ready to submit, we submit. And it says, are you sure you want to submit this assignment? Yes, I'm sure. And it's turned it in. Great. Now, this is going to get listed here under submitted. If I click on it again, notice I can see what I've attached, I can look at the assignment, but I can't attach anything else or remove anything. Now, this assignment hasn't been set up so that you can take it back. If it's been set up so you can take it back, up here there'll be a little paper icon with an arrow, and that's the take back icon. You click on it, it returns the assignment from the submitted folder to the inbox folder. And once you take it back, it's no longer viewable by me. It's only viewable by you. Okay, that's the basics on turning stuff in on WebCT. Thanks for listening.